All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue with our Quebec City Ace Nordiques. Year 4, we just started it in the last video, and you know what? We got a pretty good record so far, 15, 6, and 1. Coming out of the gate strong is exactly what I want. Eddie Lack has proved to be a good choice in a goaltender. At the beginning of the year, I was considering trading him along with somebody else for a superstar goalie. There was really nobody out there that I wanted, with good trade value, good potential. But you know what? Why trade Eddie Lack? He's got us to the playoffs 2 years in a row. He's looking like he's going to be able to get us there 3 years in a row. Obviously, it's still very early, but I wanted to get that better goalie for the playoffs, but still, you need to get to the playoffs. And right now, Eddie Lack is the man here in Quebec City. And he's only making 1.2 or whatever it is still, so it is a deal. Now, in this video, I'd like to try to get to the trade deadline. I like to do that in my simulating. The first video, you finish up the line changes, you do a month, maybe 2 months of simulating. Then the next video I come in, I go to the trade deadline. The next video after that is the regular season wrap-up, and then we're in the playoffs. So I might try to run through this a little quickly if we are a winning team. If we start to lose some games, I'll do some line changes. But for the most part, I don't want to change any lines because, look, we're still winning games. 17, 7, and 1. We're above a 2-to-1 loss ratio. So let's just ride this out and see what happens. I was reading some of your comments, and you guys were saying play Markstrom some more because you have Markstrom signed for 7 years at like 1.7 or something like that, just under $2 million. Eddie Lack, you're going to have to re-sign this year, and he's going to want like 3, 4, 5 million maybe, right? If Markstrom's playing as good as he has in those 3 games that he started, he could become your career goalie, and since you got him for like another 7 years at 1.7, that's a steal. I agree with that, but you guys have heard me say plenty of times in the past, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I left goalie rotations on, and Eddie Lack is just doing too good right now. I can't take him out, all right? But maybe in the playoffs, maybe I'll jump to Markstrom if we start to lose games in the playoffs this year. Last few years, I did not go to Markstrom at all during the playoffs. I left Eddie Lack in there just because Markstrom, I think the first year was like a low 80, maybe just 80 overall, 81 overall. The year before, or last year, he was 82, 83 overall. Now he's 84, so he might be a goalie that we could go to. Hang on, scouting report. I really don't see us using the draft again this year. But we did last year, so you know what? Maybe it's just a good idea to do it anyways. You know what? Let me just let me sort by yeah. Let me. Ooh, look at this guy. Top 10. Let me try to find something that has a few first rounders and maybe some top 10s in there. Hang on. Top 10. Only one top 10 for forwards right now. Top 10 again. Oh, there you go. WHL forwards. There's like a billion of them. All right, 6 weeks. There you go. I want to get this video done. Busy day today. GTA 5 online. What's it called? The Leafs play tonight. Phil Kessel just got his $8 million contract, which, it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. He's earned it, though. If you compare him to other players in the NHL, right? Getzlaf and Perry, they got their money. Malkin got his money. I'm not saying Kessel is Malkin, but, if you go back and just, do math over the last few seasons, add up Kessel's points, Again, I'm a Leaf fan, right, so I don't want to appear biased, but he's at least one of the best top 10 forwards in the NHL right now. At least, all right? And that's not even me being biased, so you got to pay him his money. I'm just glad that we're not going to lose him. You know what I mean? I was thinking, you're going to lose him to free agency. He's going to go to another team, an American team like Minnesota, maybe go play alongside of Zach Parise and get like $9 million a year or something like that. But I guess he likes it here in Toronto, which is good news. He wants to play out his career here. 8 years, he's 26 years old. He's going to be 34 years old when he comes out of that. And you know what? That's perfect. I get to watch Phil Kessel for the rest of my career, and that's great. Rest of my career, for the rest of his career, for the rest of my life, basically. Oh my God, I can't even talk right now. It's very early. Not the rest of my life. The rest of his NHL life. I'd imagine 34 years old is... I'm not going to say he's going to retire at 34 years old, but that's about a good age. Now, if he stays healthy, that's the big thing. If he stays healthy, maybe he could have a second big contract after that one, like, I don't know, $5 million a year, $6 million a year for 4 years or something like that. But Phil Kessel, right now, he's in his prime, so you got to enjoy watching this guy play right now. I'd say he's got another good 2, 3, 4, 4 years of being one of the best players in the NHL if he doesn't get injured. And then when he hits his 30s, I'd say he slows down a little bit. A lot of Phil Kessel's game is his speed, right? I'd imagine he becomes kind of like a, not Brian Giunta, But you know, Brian Giunta's like kind of older now. He can still play, but he's not nearly the best player on the Montreal Canadiens now, right? He's not the workhorse he used to be, like he was in what's that team he played for before? The Devils, right? The New Jersey Devils, yeah. So just happy news that Phil Kessel signed. I don't know what to talk about here during the regular season. I literally just woke up, came down here, and wanted to do a GM mode commentary. Kryptonite texted me, he said that Phil Kessel re-signed, so that was good news to wake up to. But honestly, today's gonna be a big day. GTA 5 online. I got to get some online races going with you guys, so you guys pay attention to Twitter today. We're definitely going to get some online GTA going tonight. After the Leaf game or before the Leaf game, definitely got to watch the Leaf game. All right, that's going to be a good one. And I also got to get a few more videos out today before all that stuff happens. I want to get to live the life out. We also started our what's it called? You remember last year for the playoffs, how we did a fantasy draft with the superbmen? We did a fantasy draft last night for the regular season for the superbmen. I must say, I like my team. I got the first overall pick again. In the playoffs, I picked Tyler Seguin. This time, I'm not going to tell you guys who I picked. You guys have to watch the video. But I'm pretty sure you guys can guess who I picked, can't you? I think you could. So right now our record is 30-14-4. No reason to change any lines. We're doing great. I like that record. All right, let's just keep going up to the trade deadline. This GM mode commentary may be a little bit of a short one, but again, I'm strapped for time today. I'm just trying to get some things out. So it's actually making it easier that we're a good team this year. I don't need to make any line changes. You know, if you guys have any suggestions for line changes for the next video, you know, we can tweak some things going into the playoffs. I said it in the last video, the power play and the penalty kill. But still, you know, if we're winning games, it doesn't really matter what individual stat is hurting, because the most important stat is the 2 points for a win, and we're getting plenty of those this year. So scouting assignment, let's check out the WHL for forwards once again. Yeah, there's still a few in here. I could use some more scouting. Yeah, there's a lot in here, actually. Might as well. There's probably a few two-way forwards. Might even be some grinders and enforcers in there. So let's see what we can get. All right, so trade deadline's right here. We'll go right up here. We'll go for a drink of my water as well. There you go. And if we take a look at the stats, Eberle's up there with 22 goals. That's good. I want him to be a career 30-goal scorer. He doesn't look like he's going to become a 40-goal scorer, 50-goal scorer. Those Red Star potential really did hold him back. But he's good enough to be a 30-goal scorer every year, especially with Jonathan Huberdeau as his center and Kapitanov as the left wing. And we still need to come up with a nickname for Yuri Kapitanov. I saw some good ones, like if he became a captain, like because he's got captain in his name, basically Kapitanov, Captainov, or something like that, or El Capitan, or something like that. That was cool, but he's got a long way to go before he wants to become captain of this team, right? I'm thinking Jonathan Huberdeau, captain of this team. So we'll see, though. We'll see. We got to come up with a good name for him. Looks like he's playing pretty good, though. I mean, his plus-minus is plus 24. He's leading our team. And you know, if Eberle and Huberdeau are getting points, you know he's racking up the points as well. So we're fine. And Eddie Lack's got 26 wins. Man, that looks good. Markstrom's got 6 wins so far. We're starting to lose some games now. Come on. Finish it off strong before the trade deadline. How many more weeks do we have to go? All right, so 4 more games. There might be another week after that before the trade deadline. I can't remember. Let's see what we do. Columbus, they got a good team. Ooh, lost another one. Philadelphia, they got a decent team trying to make the playoffs with a record like that. You know they're going to be trouble. Ooh, we're starting to lose some games here. Hang on a second. Stop simulation. All right, hang on. It's going to go another game. All right, there's a win. All right, but we've lost 4 in a row. Ooh, and 4 of 6. Or no, 6 of 7. Yeah, oh my God. And then 8 of 9. We lost 8 of 9 on this little stretch after the All-Star break. All right, well, I always expect a losing streak, right? So it's all about getting those early wins so that when you get the losing streak, you know, you can still be a playoff team. I'm not going to make any line changes. Let's just see what happens up until the trade deadline. And in the meantime, hang on, let me blow my nose. All right, I'm back. Damn, we're losing games, man. Lost 2 games in overtime right there. Calgary in overtime and Dallas in overtime. Now we are 34-28. So we're starting to rack up those losses, but at least we have a lot of overtime losses instead of just regulation losses, you know? I mean, if 10 more of those losses were regulation instead of overtime, then we'd be looking bad. But we have enough wins. We have enough points this year. Yeah, we should still be a playoff team. All we need is 10 wins, and we get 101 points, so we don't even need that much. So we're up here at the trade deadline. I'll take a look at the stats for you guys. Goals against average, we're not up there. Save percentage, we are not up there. All right, wins. Eddie Lack is up there. He's leading the NHL with 29, so that's good. Points. Look at that. Jonathan Drouin. Last year was his. I said it in the playoff round when he was like 82 overall. I was like, this is the last year he has before he becomes one of the best players in the NHL. And look at him now. He's leading the NHL in points. All right, him and Stamkos are going to have a great career together. Assists, Stamkos 55. All right, goals, Jonathan Drouin with 40 already. Jesus, those guys are playing great together. Huberdeau's down there. He's got 46 assists, so he's in 5th. And Eberle is in 5th for goals. So our two studs are coming along there. Kapitanov, I can't find him just yet, but I'd imagine he's there. Division C, we are in 1st, so even though we started losing some games, we're still in a good spot. The Washington Capitals, though, they're more than 10 points ahead of us, so it doesn't look like we're going to have that President's Trophy this year. We're in 2nd in the NHL, so, I mean, it's not impossible to win Presidents, but that 9 of 11 losing streak, or 9 of 10, or whatever it was, or 7 of 8, whatever it was, that really did hurt us. But you never know. We might be able to come back against that, all right? Okay, so there's our team, so let's do a wrap-up here. Stats Central, team standings. All right, so 2nd in the NHL, we know that. Goals for per game, 15th in the NHL, so we could be scoring a little bit more. All right, it's not horrible, though, 2.65, like it's barely off. Goals against per game, that's actually a more important stat. I'd rather keep the puck out of the net than score too many, right? So, yeah, we could score some more, but at least we're keeping the puck out of the net, especially around playoff time. That's our Achilles heel, letting in too many goals too early. Power play percentage, 11th. So if we increased our power play, maybe that might help out our goals for per game. And our penalty kill is 8th in the NHL, hovering around 85, which is great for me. I'm fine with the penalty kill, okay? Yep, our home record, 18-9-4, away record, 17-8-7. And that's it right there. Our last 10 games, 4-2-4. We've lost a few games there. We've lost 6 games in our last 10. So, player stats, let's see what's happening over here. We'll check out the AHL team. We'll check out the progress reports. We'll do all that stuff, okay? We'll even check out the stats for the AHL team. I got time here. I got a lot to do today, so I got to finish this up. All right, so forwards. Jonathan Huberdeau, 57 points in 63 games. All right, basically a point-a-game player, so that's good enough for me. Eberle, 50 points in 63 games. Eberle could have a few more assists in my book, but you know what? He's 26 years old. He's not going to get any better, right? So, I mean, it's still a good season. Maybe when Kapitanov gets a little bit better, it's still a good season. Shore, 42 points in 63 games. That's a great second line. Remember, all I'm looking for out of the second line is 50-point seasons. Shore is easily going to get there. Well, unless he doesn't do anything else for the rest of the season. I don't see that happening. McCallick is going to get there, and Mueller might get there. But that second line is doing good for us, and they're basically plus players. Good. Third line, Matthias, Clifford, Hartikainen, yep, Heverly, Bickle, and Prust. All right. There you go, and all these guys are minus players. Yeah, well, they don't have any goal scorers down there. All right, and now we go to defensemen. Now, this should be interesting. Kapitanov, 6'3", he's a point-a-game player, so he's getting all the assists for Huberdeau and Eberle, all right? So, yeah, you guys were right about this guy. Put him on the left wing, and he he performs. Point-a-game player. This guy, he's playing great for us right now. Ekblad, 27 points. Morgan Riley, 26. So they could be doing better. They're not going to get 40-point seasons, all right? They may, you might see Ekblad drop to a red star this year. You might see it. Who knows? Myers, Kulikov, yeah. And, yeah, some minus players in there as well, all right? Now, goalies. This should be interesting. Eddie Lack, 52 games played, 2.38, 29 wins, 16 losses, 2 overtime losses. Now, Markstrom, he has played 13 games, goals against average of 2.01, and he's 6-1 and, no, that's 2 more overtime, 6-1 and 2 or 6-1 and 4. I don't know how to read that. Right, and his save percentage is still above 93, so I don't know. Maybe we should give Markstrom some playing time. I don't know. He's playing pretty good. But still, Eddie Lack has got like 52 games played, right? That makes the difference. He's got his 29 wins. But for the playoffs, you know what? I know now that I can go to Markstrom if Eddie Lack is not doing what I expect out of him, okay? But for the regular season, I think we should just run with Eddie Lack still. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're 2nd in the NHL. That's good enough for me, okay? So let's take a look at the AHL stats now. All right, here we go. So, Krug, 48. Sparkov, well, that's good. At least he's leading our forwards. 45 points. Brodziak, 40. Paille, 39. All right, where's Mantha? He's got 27. Okay, it's good enough for me. And let us check out the progress reports. I want to see if Kapitanov has gotten any better here. Hang on. Because he's having an amazing season. Yeah, he has. Holy crap. He's already jumped up 18. All right, so what is he? He's 84 overall now. Holy crap. Look at this shot. Jesus, this guy's a stud. Puck skills. Yep, this guy is a stud. His passing is 95 now. Good God. Offense awareness is 97. All right, he's even faster now. He's physical. He's physically more imposing, and his stick checking went up by 7. This guy is a stud, boys. This guy is an absolute stud that we're playing on the first line here. This is great. Everybody else has dropped off though because we're playing them on the top 6. Whatever. All right, and goalies, nothing for Lack. AHL. Let's see if anything for Barkov or Mantha. Brodziak, Henriksen jumped up a little bit, it looks like. Yeah, Henriksen's moving up. That's good news. Paye, Finn. No, it doesn't look like these guys moved up at all. I don't know how to grow these guys at all, man. Whatever. All right, so there you go. A bit of a short GM mode video. Oh, it actually almost hit 20 minutes, so we're okay. All right, we're going to leave it right there. If you guys have any suggestions or opinions, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.